Alright. Welcome back, everyone, for more, and potentially the final bit of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney with Grumpy Magician.
Hello.
We're both dying for different reasons, so the stream may end up not being the last one, but we're trying.
We will get what we can done. And inevitably when they go, right, so here's a twist as we go into a fourth day of trial, never
God.
before seen.
I would not be surprised if maybe not this game, but one in the future whips that out. It's like, alright, this one is actually 2 trials in one. You have 6 days instead of 3. It's like, oh god.
Why? Why do you do this?
So last time, we got to explore around the precinct. We got into Gant's office. We determined that it was definitely him who did it. I don't remember if Phoenix did or if we just did.
We did.
Okay.
Because the thing was that the guy escaped in the precinct, ran to his office, then he was dead underneath... Not Joe. Joe is the...
Joe's the killer.
Suspect is
Yeah.
the killer. Neil Marshall?
Yes, that's the brother who died.
Yeah. Was on top with a knife in his back. Which was what made us go, yeah. Gant stabbed him in the back. Absolutely. We found out he's been blackmailing Lana, potentially.
Yes, because...
with evidence of Emma's fingerprints.
on the weapon, yeah. Or, not the weapon, on the bit of leather from, presumably, Neil's vest.
Neil's vest, yeah.
I think that's everything. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it was a lot.
Yeah. We also recombined the vase.
Oh, yeah.
But there was something weird about blood that we weren't able to get.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly.
There's like a pattern to it, but nothing that matches up with anything.
Some of it's been like rubbed off. Dunno. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Oh yeah, and we confirmed that all sevens is game.
Yes, all sevens was Gant, and the killings themselves are the sloppiest things ever.
On both sides.
Because it was, hey, I killed this guy. Oh no, that person saw me. Guess I gotta kill them. Oh no, that person saw me. Guess I gotta kill them. Chaining on and on and on through each of them.
For months.
Until we got to the final killing.
Where he came to turn himself in after months. I want to specify. Multiple months.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, well, let's get in there. The final day, trial form. February 24th, 25th, not 24th. 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. This is the Defendant Lobby, alright. There's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? Where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if... I have no idea who this is.
Something's been... Yep, we just go with,
Generic person voice.
maybe Emma?
Yeah.
Something's been happening behind the scenes.
Oh,
no.
Edgeworth.
Edgeworth. Okay.
Edgeworth!
Knowing you, you've already figured this out. Through the oath, 777 7777 ID number is. That is.
Oh, well, I have a pretty strong hunch.
You seem to be standing up fine. I wouldn't say so.
Looks like I'm the only one. I'm not the only one who's figured it out.
You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything.
True. Not yet.
In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes, right? And Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty.
But she didn't do it!
I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here. To hear what you have to say.
This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something. And the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her.
The truth?
Everything goes back to the SL9 incident.
Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past.
That depends on you.
Dots. And shocked exclamation mark.
If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
I'll think about it. See you in court, Wright.
This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. February 25th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 9.
So, current plan is bluff. Got it.
Yes, as always, make it up. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. Chief Gant. Just phases into existence.
Yep, doesn't walk up, that's how he actually arrived.
Well, morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Archie, been back to the pool yet? No, I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. I found out, by the way, why he always asks about swimming. His name in Japanese is made of the same letters as something related to swimming, so they made that his, like, gimmick.
Ah. Gotcha. Kanji things.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that.
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours?
Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. She wants to do what? That one caught me. Moment. Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Every character is me this week, isn't it? Oh, God.
Yeah, was gonna say, like,
I didn't think about this.
it's why I said we can cut it short if you want, because at the very least we're getting Damon, Phoenix, Lana,
Okay.
and the judge.
Let's get through the first part of this at least. We'll do a check-in. I've got the guide up. We've got a few stopping points. We can get through at least the first part.
Okay. What's this all about, defendants?
I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished. Well then, what's your request? Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial. Huh? I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. No, Lana!
Okay. I need the game to do a 180 flip to us controlling Edgeworth now.
This is the trial run for his games.
Mm-hmm.
You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. I don't think that's how it works, Phoenix, but... In that case, Mr. Wright... Oh yeah. Are we doing some law checkup? Can the lawyer call over the defendant admitting to it?
It depends. So, if the client speaks up in court, I believe the lawyer can step in and say, nope, like, this is off the record, this is not under proper advice, and basically say, Your Honor, they don't know what the fuck they're saying.
I don't know how that works for confessions, though.
It depends on the defendant's claim. Because for example, if you claim insanity, and then the defendant starts going, no, I killed him. The defense can go, no, this is a plea for insanity. This is a clear example.
Okay. Alright. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services. Cool. You're fired.
Ooh.
But, Lana! Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. Prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. The request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation.
Yeah, true.
Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. This can't be happening. It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant...
Come on, Edgeworth. There it
He's
is.
in!
One moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth!
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you. Why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut, hmm?
I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant.
What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be.
Oh, that's...
With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Some kind of deal, hmm? Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy.
Does. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its witness. Or its first witness.
Oh? To whom?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hears her testimony.
Hold it! Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue.
I don't care what you think, Miss Skye.
Oh.
Fucking told.
He's at the point of, I'm gonna get fired anyway, I don't care at this point.
He's been through so many witnesses that wouldn't shut up, that were ruining cases. Now, finally, he can just go, you know what? No. Shut up. Stay in line.
This is my last day on the job. Get out.
The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Very well. The court shall grant the prosecution's request. I also just want to give a shout out, either, I don't know if you were doing it on purpose or if it's just this game really has the cadence down. You were speaking in perfect tone to the words appearing on the screen there. I don't know if that was just you actually nailing that, or if the game just knows the vibe.
We'll go with column A, column B.
Yeah, that works. That's okay with you, right, Chief Kent? Worthy! You'll live to regret this. Mark my words.
Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand.
The Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Thanks to you.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Emma Skye. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator. 2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark, the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. I'm sorry. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. An incident that was resolved 2 years ago, really all that relevant.
Yes, it most certainly is.
That's...
Expectant thoughts?
Well, okay then. He sure gave... He sure gave in fast. Listen, are you gonna tell this man no?
Look at him. He is, for once, he is in court, complete and stone-faced, and there is nothing to give him the heavily overshadowed, aggravated face.
Everyone here
is finally in control.
Everyone here is normal. For the most part.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago.
The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. 2 years ago.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me. But I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
Opposite of what we saw. Stabbed in the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. Don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth. What does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
Dots. That will soon become apparent, Your Honor.
You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Well, you see, Phoenix, he believes in you.
He believes in you, and also, he actually has a poker face. Unlike you, Phoenix, who lies and then proceeds to rub the back of his head with a big goofy
Perform
smile.
the Eto Blair pose.
Exactly. Meanwhile, he's going full kaiji of just, no, I intended this.
Alright. I've never actually watched it, but I've seen people discuss it.
It's definitely not for everyone.
Yeah. I know that's one of those that has the art style that can put some people off even. Like Baki.
Well, the art style can put some people off, but it's also very grim. Like, for example, I doubt Rick can make it through it because Rick's the kind of person who believes in people. It is an entire show about how you cannot believe in anyone.
Gotcha.
Everyone is scum. There are no good people in kaiji. But yeah, it has some great scenes, and one of the coldest deaths I can think of just like, oh, that's rough. I highly recommend people watch it. It's always a great watch.
There's also like a not as grim, more wholesome-esque sequel series, right? For like a side character. It's called, like, General Manager Someone, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know the details on that one.
So, that is a side story about that character, who I believe comes back into Akagi. Not Akagi, that's the other series. Back into Kaiji. And gets it really rough when he comes back.
Look at how good his life is. It's taken away.
Yeah. Like, that is a common thread in the entire series. Of just like, this guy was actually getting his shit together. No, you weren't. Get back in the shed. Suffer. It's just, cool.
Yay.
This is fun. Yeah.
Alright, so where are we going here with Emma? Quick evidence check. We have nearly 3 full pages at this point.
So, I mean, the immediate one that calls to mind is the autopsy report.
I think we only have the one for Goodman. Oh no, here's Neil's. Yeah, stabbed in the back.
Hitting heart and lung. Wait, does it mention stabbed in the back?
Yeah, stabbed in the back, died from punctured heart and lung.
Yep.
The knife tip was in the wound.
So, stabbed in the chest. I would assume we present the autopsy there.
Down. Present Neil's autopsy report. Be very careful not to present Goodman's. Objection! Music's not stopping, I'm concerned. This is the generic one.
That's the generic one.
Alright.
What the fuck do you mean you don't see anything contradictory? Word for word!
It's right
Stabbed
here.
in the chest, stabbed in the back.
Alright, gonna make my safety save now after we've been talking.
Your Honor, that's bullshit.
Insert
Not even objection, I'm just calling bullshit on you.
insert history of the world, I guess. Martin Luther bit here.
Okay, so if it's not that... That's the only part that immediately stands out as there's an issue.
Might need her to tell us something specific somewhere.
Maybe we have to press on that part? Like on the stabbed in the chest and she'll slip up and we go, actually, this piece of paper says otherwise, young miss.
Yeah. And if this doesn't work, then we can go through from the top.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Hold it! That must have been a real shock.
Even now when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly. Tell us, what were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. When lightning struck and the lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling with each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them.
Emma doesn't have any reason to lie, but Lana sure does. Need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can. Okay, this is the game informing us there's something to press on here.
Okay. Yep.
From the top. Yep. Hold it. 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, right? Correct?
Yes. She was second in command under then Deputy Chief of Police, Gant. My sister, she was the best detective ever.
Yes, I remember. Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Sky used to be quite the pair.
I believe they shared the same office. That's right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk and dream about playing that organ. I wanted to play it that day too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work.
Okay.
Came running in and took me hostage.
Hold it. A man.
Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky and Gant's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him. Neil Marshall rescued me.
Hold it. How exactly did he get rescued? Oh well, Phoenix, you know the answer to this question. What was the prosecutor doing there?
That day, there were two people present during Dark's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Almost forgot about Gant.
Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after dark.
Also because there wasn't a second person to run after him. When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in?
Sorry, I have to yawn. Apologies, Your Honor. I've been thinking of this testimony all night. I don't clearly remember what happened then. But I'll never forget what I saw in that instant.
Alright, well, let's see if she has something on this one. Hold it! Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out.
Oh, lights?
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby.
So, the electricity went out. Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right?
Right, but just then, lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective Bruce Goodman. The victim. Well, I mean, obviously we need to hear more.
Tell me more.
So, you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago.
Yes. That's what's so scary about this trial. And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw? Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before. Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? Tell me about the picture. This picture the witness drew, I believe it has a very important meaning.
Objection! The list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. What was it on?
I believe...
I think it was the second half of the evidence left? Yes.
Check it, is that where? Yeah, because you can flip it over.
Okay, so that's going to come up in a moment then. Oh, in fact, maybe we can do it right now, only that it seems to have been lost.
Potentially? Yeah, I guess. Great. Yeah.
Quick safety save, because this game's doing some
We're in the fun zone.
fuckery.
Alright, present evidence list. Objection! Alright, that's the music, we're good.
Hey, there we go.
Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet, you would insist on denying its existence?
Huh? Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold! This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over? Turn it... Ah! What's this?
Now says it's a till eknidve. That you turned it. No, like flip it, Your Honor. Don't just turn it around. Oh, I see.
You say this with a joke, but it's genuinely happening, I think.
Oh no. Yes? What is that? Hey, that's it. That's the picture I drew.
Indeed. Two men appear to be wrestling here. Also, I just noticed, because we've never seen Emma zoomed out before, she's got, like, big hot pink rain boots on at all times.
Oh god.
She's going. Indeed. Two men appear to be wrestling here.
Objection. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
Me?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list. Well, actually, no, both sides should,
Yeah.
because that's kind of how it works. You put the evidence forward so that both sides can use it in fair play. Edgeworth.
There's no fair play
You've
in this
come
court.
so far.
But in the end, all you ever got was hard and far.
In the end, you updated the autopsy report.
These lists, they're different from each other.
What?
Would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here, where they were torn apart from each other. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What? Oh my god, yeah, she is just wearing rain boots.
Yeah. Order!
Rain boots with
Order!
bare legs
Yeah.
showing above them, which implies it's shorts and rain boots.
Yes, I think it's supposed to be like the plaid skirt because she's got like a uniform, like school uniform under her lab coat.
Emma, come on. Girl. You can do better than this.
I think it is one of my favorite things watching people make character designs of what will the children look like in the near future. Like Honkai Impact has it with Carol, where she has like her like set of charms, and they're like, so we didn't know what to do, but kids are like constantly changing what they think is cool. So Carol's charms are just a bunch of random crap. It's just genuinely a bunch of crap that they just like, oh, I had this model, I'll slap it on there.
To be fair, though, they're right. That's exactly what kids now
Yes.
do. Damn kids and their skibbities.
God, don't make me think about the fact that I, while scrolling some social media yesterday, saw that there are now action figures on sale of Skibbity Toilet.
Jesus Christ. I'm not even old.
Yeah. We're not even 30.
I found out the other day I'm only a month younger than Bricky. And I'm just like, I'm sat here thinking, Jesus Christ, these kids.
Yeah, we thought it was bad. Like, here's the thing: I thought it was bad when they started rolling out like the iPads to every kid in school when I was getting out of school in my like last year. Like we weren't getting them because we were in the later parts. They were starting to give them out to the kids in grade school because I was like, you're starting grade school, so we're going to start with this class and just slowly rotate it into each class. I thought it was getting bad then, which has also led to my favorite description of the generation immediately prefacing me, which is the iPad kids. I picked that one up from Chibi. Um, but it's just gotten worse. And as time goes on, you really start to understand the old people who we thought couldn't understand things that were simple. But you realize just how little it takes to separate you from the next group of age. Like, and it's very little. Can make a whole lot of difference.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess, hey, if me not getting Skibidi and all that shit makes me a boomer, I guess I'm a boomer.
I'll take it.
But, like, fuck, man.
I was there when the internet was young.
I was there when MySpace was first made.
When
I
poking each
was
other
there
on
when,
Facebook was the thing.
hell, not even poking each other on Facebook. I was there when the height of social media was having a phone that had both Bluetooth and fucking, oh, what was the other one? Infrared. So you were the hub of commerce at school.
Yeah, I went straight from no phone until I was in trade school, which was my last 2 years of high school, to the Nokia brick of the period, you know, the newest Nokia brick, to a smartphone in the span of like 2 to 3 years, and it's like, small difference here.
Yeah. First phone I got was a proper brick of a thing. It was a little Samsung style brick. But oh boy, that was the prime era of an era I beg us to go back to. Fuck touchscreens.
Give me the button back.
Bring back. So I want the buttons back. I also want flip phones back.
Not in the way that
Like
they are
I'm
now, flip phones, to be clear to the children in the room.
yes, I'm over here with Japan. Being like Japan fucking loves the old flip phones.
Yes.
I'm right there just going, let me end the call by just snapping it shut.
You can't have
Give me back those
a
days.
cool like moment in your show or movie where you hang up on someone by clapping it closed anymore because it doesn't do that anymore.
Clapping it close and doing the flick out to open it. Ugh. Sorry, audience. Sorry, chat.
It's fine. We're reminiscing.
Dragging us down this tangent, but. Alright. Evidence lists.
Once upon a time, when you didn't have game facts, you had to ask your friends on the playground. They tell you that you could get Mew by pushing
And
the
they-
truck.
Gonna say, you'd ask them genuinely, sincerely, how many colossi are there? How many? And they fucking lied.
You had some.
They knew it wasn't there. They knew the secret one wasn't there. Oh, if you go over here, if you climb this mountain, if you ride this bird, it drops you off in a special spot where you can get access to the final Colossus, and then you can get a different. No, you can't. And they knew it.
You had some artsier friends than I had.
Oh, no, because that one You can find YouTube videos on that
Oh boy.
of people hunting for that final Colossi because of these rumors.
Those were just everywhere. Gotcha. Shadow of the Colossus was not a game I became aware of until like 2 console generations later. So
that one did its rounds.
all right. Evidence. Order! Order! But, Miss Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor.
This guy's really bad at his job.
Yep.
Wait a minute. This list was torn in half. Then that means... Your Honor! Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head. It's just the art style, Your Honor. Oh. If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list. It would be so funny if we went for 2.5 days and several years of this being in someone's circulation and no one ever thought to look at the back of it.
The worst part, yeah, this half has been out in the open, it hasn't been in a safe. Edgeworth has just never flipped it over.
Granted, we did the same thing with the receipt in the very first thing, so... People just don't flip things over in this.
We can't excuse Blue Phoenix, we can't use him as an example.
He didn't have the power of 3D yet.
Yeah. Anyway, shocked gasp. There couldn't be something on the other side of this, could there? Oh my god! This paper's 3-dimensional.
Yes, that's quite conceivable. Mr. Edgeworth.
It's possible. Let's see.
There's something wrong. You even have to ask. It's shaking the foundations of creation.
Man's getting ready to hit the burst. Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. Ignore the fact that I'm holding
And
the
it's
stuff
blank.
and it is completely blank. It's that thing. Oh god. He just goes into PTSD right there and then.
What is
Wait.
happening?
The way it dances, Your Honor, you wouldn't understand. So, this is from 2 years ago, but didn't
This is recent.
Gumshoe say he made it up?
Gumshoe didn't make it. The criminal affairs chief made the design. Gumshoe made the stand. But he had just made it this past winter before we went in there for Edgeworth's case. So what is this?
Is this where we get a new flashback of evil Damon Gant mid-crime, and he's wearing a fucking jester's hat for some reason?
It's the Balatro crossover.
Oh my god, it was Jimbo all along. I told you to take the dagger, Neil. It gets you the best molds, Neil.
Now I need to see a Phoenix Wright thing featuring Ben Starr in a ridiculous costume like one of the characters.
I guarantee he'd be down for it.
Absolutely. That's that thing. That thing that was dancing in the evidence room.
Is it sideways?
Oh.
that the arch there of the window?
It may be, but then that pushes, as Edgeworth's putting forward here, what was it originally?
Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives.
I guess he was out of scrap paper.
Oh. No, he just doodled the symbol on
Whatever
the
was
window.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Thoughts?
Evidence list restored and updated in the court record.
Okay.
Let me have a look at this whole
Alright.
thing.
Yeah, I need to check this out.
Okay. So, yeah. So it's the Blue Badger sideways. If this was on a DS, it would be way easier because we could then rotate the device, but my monitor doesn't spin like that.
Oh, I'm just rotating my head.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do here.
Yeah, that has to be the big stained glass window,
Yes.
which lines up with what she said.
It's only stained glass at the top.
Yeah, true. But she, like, there was glass.
Yeah, there was a window that got
It's
the
the
light.
lightning that
Yeah.
shone through it.
Which means, what was this?
Yeah. I don't know. Wouldn't be the shield. Is it gonna be... Wait. Was the left side of the room a normal window?
Yeah, there was one window on each side, I think. One, like, big window on each side. I think they were matching.
Is it gonna be that symbol was originally a decoration in the stained glass at the top of the window, and that's how you identify that the scuffle occurred on Gant's side of the room because he was there for Gant?
It's possible.
Like that's the only thing I can think of for why there's just floating blue badger there.
My counter
Why the
opinion.
spirit of Jimbo is coming in.
Counter opinion. Whatever's under here is in a think fast chocolate nuts sort of position where it's flying over Emma's head as the lightning is flashing.
Possibly.
But otherwise, I don't know.
Someone's just Captain America to the award.
God, that would be so hard to throw. That thing's made of brass.
Two-handed hammer throw it.
God, now I'm also thinking if you miss and it smashes through the window at that height, it's like a 15-story building or something.
Someone below dies.
Someone below dies, or you punch a hole in the street. Alright, well. Very well. Witness, will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture. I imagine she was trying to remember whatever that was, Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Emma's picture.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. Because it black screened, I thought it was gonna end there. Just testimony. This is the picture. End testimony. Alright, pretty concise.
Finally, someone's getting the move on around here.
Flash of lightning was so bright, so all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instance. You know, Damon Gant stabbing Neil.
think a flash of lightning could burn such an image into your mind? Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark was about to murder Prosecutor Neil Marsh.
Dots.
Defense may now begin its cross-examination. Hi, Rick.
That's alright.
Or that's Ani. I saw A-L-Y again, and I did it again. My brain always goes to Rick when I see that now. Hi, Ani.
Hello? Oh, that's right. I've lost my Tori emotes now. Oh. Might have to start that up now that I've got access to work and come back at long last.
Yeah. That's something I have to think about if I ever get the affiliate button, is I have to get emotes.
I need to make some.
Yeah, you can just...
One I've been told I need to do is make Sleepy Magician.
Just make it like the normal head, but just put like MS Paint nightcap on top. That's the good one.
Yeah, evening, Arnie. Hope you're doing well. We are in the middle of the last case, which has been... I wouldn't even say it's been derailed as much as we just kind of sat here going,
Conspiracy.
What the fuck's the Blue Badger doing in a drawn picture?
Why is this thing from 2 months ago on this thing from 2 years ago?
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, so where are we going?
So this is the picture I drew 2 years ago. Flashlight was so bright to the shadows. After that was painted. It was exactly what I saw in that instant. I think maybe we press on that last thing. It's exactly what I saw in that instant.
Yeah, that's a fair answer.
Potentially we could get some more information and go, well, there's no actual faces there. You can't say that's Neil and Joe. Yeah.
This does also contradict what she said previously when she clearly stated she saw him get stabbed in the chest.
Also true. This is not someone being stabbed in the chest. This is someone being threatened with a ruler.
This is a really weird spin-off to, what is it, Baldy's Numbers or whatever that was? Baldy's Basics, that's
Baldy's Numbers?
Baldy's Basics, that's what it was.
Oh. Right, the weird YouTube thing.
Yeah, the weird, brief, like, flash in the pan, slender thing with a bald teacher with a ruler. Alright. Hold it. Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course. This is the exact scene.
It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives?
Objection! Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
No, of course not. I'd better watch out, or he might find some way to cut my salary.
I won't cut your salary, I'll just cut you. I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives. So I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture? Huh? Oh, well,
Dots?
That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind, and yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. Okay, so that's the right thing, right? That last statement has to be the...
we have
What do
to
we want?
present something there. Eh?
This might be the autopsy report. Where it's like, you said this earlier.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna drop the safety save.
Yep. Alright. Neil's autopsy report. Objection!
I'll examine. Present. There we go.
Alright, that was a shot in the dark and we nailed it. I'm just like, alright, game, I'm on to you at this point. I know what you're doing.
Never had a doubt. Flawless. Ignore the fact we have a pip of damage in the top right. Flawless.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction.
What? But I still remember it like it was yesterday.
Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? I didn't think I'd get this far. Wait.
It would be the front, right? We point at the fact that he's, like, aiming at the front of the body.
Counterpoint. You know the joke you made earlier? What if that is a ruler?
That doesn't look like a knife.
That is a square.
Yeah, but also their hands and heads are blobs.
Yeah.
I think I'm personally willing to put the ruler weapon down to art style and presentation. I'd say...
Where exactly do you want to click for this?
Since it's also on the knelt down body.
So, like,
I think it is
in
the way to go.
the middle where the hand is, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, yeah, because the hand's there, so he wouldn't be able to stab through to puncture the heart and lung.
Okay. I've clicked. Take that! I think it's, this part here? I don't see what's so strange about that. That's because the drawing stinks. Alright, Phoenix, you don't have to be mean.
Disappointed, Dots.
Concerned, Dots.
Mr. Wright? How could you? The act of making an innocent girl cry should warrant the death penalty.
He penalized us, not the judge.
Yeah. This is where the judge comes in and goes, you know what, he's right.
It's this again.
Points off.
I guess he means I shouldn't shift the blame to others. Yes, well, so long as the defense has learned his lesson. Better take another look at that autopsy report in this picture.
Are you... Is it the actual ruler weapon?
I think it might be. I think it genuinely might be, because I don't know what else is in that picture. Mr. Wright,
Fuck it.
perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed it out for us. Alright, let's go again. Is it the ruler?
Stabbed him with a ruler, Your
Take
Honor.
that!
That doesn't look like a knife to me.
Oh, it's different, that's the one.
Oh my fucking god.
Incredible. I am on the Phoenix Wright run here of I'm just making crap up and it's working.
Edgeworth,
Help.
I've been voicing you till now. I understand you. We are facing some bullshit.
Phoenix is infecting me, it's dangerous. Go. Go off.
It's just, the rest of it is so
Blobby.
vague. It's like, blob character with blob hands and blob arms. And it's just like, well, yeah, a girl's not going, like, a girl having just seen a murder who is like, what? This was 2 years ago, so she was 14,
14,
right?
I think. Yeah, 14.
She's not going to go, oh, well, I'm just going to intricately draw all the details of this knife. Look, you can see the handle engraving here and the way the blade was tipped for proper puncture, you see. No, she's going to go, the knife was here. Just like she's gone, the guy was here and the other guy was here without drawing their bloody faces or clothing.
Yeah.
Ah!
Phoenix Wright, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm good. I'm good.
The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken.
How? How can you see that?
Well,
I'm sorry, is there a jagged edge here I'm not seeing? Zoom, enhance.
Zoom and enhance. We get the, like, thing that you get with a pencil where it's, like, slightly, like, jagged when you zoom in super far because of how the graphite works.
Yeah. Like, fucking... Like, are they actually saying that it's square because it was broken? Not that the girl just drew a
Eric.
rectangle.
I'm scared that I'm going too far down the Phoenix path. But do you remember the other joke you made earlier about the shield? Do you remember what else is on the shield? That's not anymore.
The knife that was missing.
That's broken.
The broken knife accompanying the broken shield. That we originally said, last week, we said, was that the murder weapon? Is that why it's missing? Is it actually that it was the murder weapon and she's drawn it this way? Despite the fact that annoys me even more though, because it wasn't broken that cleanly.
I think this is the most annoyed you've been in this game, which is just very entertaining. This is me
So
with
stupid.
the plate to the thing in the samurai chapter.
It's I wouldn't even be that annoyed if it wasn't for the fact that it openly says he was stabbed in the back. Here he is being stabbed in the front.
Yep.
And they're like, nope.
That's a red herring, actually.
That's not it. And no, that actually isn't a contradiction. But your own rules.
I can hear you shaking the writer. Good times. I'm scared what's gonna happen to us when we get to that one in the next game, because it's in the next one that everyone's warned us about.
If it's as bad as people say, I might just like cut it off there.
That might be the alright, we're just gonna play the rest of this one with the guide. We'll go back to actually playing after we get out of this one.
Alright. Tell me about this broken knife. It's clearly a broken knife.
Well, even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright.
Oh. Don't you, Judge? Don't you? Is it that fucking obvious? I can't believe the thing that gets me to fucking crash out in this game is a shitty drawing of a ruler. A knife.
Yep. Well, the thing that we made multiple stupid jokes about previously, but has in fact been the correct answer.
I just don't get it. But, Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? The tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body.
It was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
Objection! And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem?
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken. Going down a different route than we were intending to. We're gonna... Judge screamed about something, but it's on autoplay there. I don't know what he said.
It's going to play out to the... Well, it was broken because it's the knife from the shield and halberd story. But I hate that...
They're there.
It doesn't look like it.
It's okay. It's all gonna be alright.
And then it chained into... But it's not actually the broken murder weapon. Because it couldn't be broken at this point. So it's not what you think it looks like. It's a fucking ruler.
Deep breaths.
Objection. Exasperated objection.
Yep.
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Objection! Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there.
It could very easily, Phoenix.
Oh my... Judge, you have got to stop letting this man speak over you.
It's really not hard.
Oh, I was trying to say something agreeing with Mr. Wright, but apparently I can't anymore.
Goddamn fucking right you can't. Objection. That's bullshit and you know it, Phoenix. Someone holding it with a set of tongs could do it. With their own hand could do it. Put it between your knuckles, punch, and then just push the blade in. It's done!
The Japanese writing committee does not, unfortunately, have the knowledge of knife stabbing etiquette that you possess.
Uh-huh. Unfortunately, I am far too familiar.
Fortunately, you're from a part of the world where that is a part of your school curriculum.
Mm-hmm. The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
Objection! That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time. I think he's annoyed right now. But she was sure she remembered correctly. Yeah, this is one of the game. Specifically targeting you now. But she was sure she remembered correctly.
There's no other way to explain this inconsistency.
Objection! Stop objecting back and forth. You two can just talk to each other.
Objection! I'm not talking to him. We haven't been on talking terms for a while.
I'm so alone.
Objection. Your Honor, tell Phoenix to stop crying. It's unbecoming of him.
It was very entertaining for me to watch. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation.
What is that?
Have you forgotten already? About a little something called a falsified evidence?
You're treading on thin ice, Wright.
All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility. Order, order, order! Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted? Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place on the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Which again, really bad security, guys. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark.
I keep reading as killed by Drake.
I'm sorry to give you that brain poison.
Should have had Kendrick there. This never would have happened.
See, I was starting to think Nathan Drake, but that is also a good route to go.
I've been way too far down that rabbit hole this past year. I'm passing that up.
I didn't know anything aside from people talking about it in passing. I've never had any connection to either of them, so...
You want to see a man get completely destroyed on the subatomic level. You do your research and you look into that beef. Cut to the latest part where, after all the digs at Drake about having potentially more illegitimate children he's hiding, Kendrick has his latest concert in Drake's hometown on Father's Day.
Ha!
Fucking brutal.
Do you think this beef will poison the Drake meme? Do you think that meme has the strength to survive?
Ooh.
That's a classic.
It's a classic meme. But I wouldn't be surprised. Especially if any proof of what he said comes forwards.
Mm.
It may be a meme that gets buried. Lost to time.
Rest in peace, we hardly knew ye.
That's why we get the Grant, what's his name meme? The Flash. Stood in front of the
this tombstone
grave, but it's just Kendrick next to the meme.
We'll have to pivot onto the... I have to pivot exclusively to... I don't know what her name is, the lady with the, like, no face and then the, ooh, maybe face. We'll have to pivot onto that one for everything.
Acceptable. But yes, if people haven't, though, absolutely check out the tracks that came out with that. There is some. Also, just check out Kendrick in general. He does some very just raw emotional rapping. Great stories in there.
Rap has never been a genre that I super vibe with in totality, right? Like a rap mixed into another song gets it, but I think a lot of the when you know, the general perception of, like, when someone puts out rap, it's when someone is being annoying and is driving past, blasting it, and it's just like you can't understand a word that's being said, so that might have to do with it.
So, in that case, I reinforce to give Kendrick a try and listen to his stuff, like, properly listen to it, because all his tracks, like, some of them, it can be a bit difficult to understand what's being said, so you have to stop and listen back. But he has some very real stories he talks about. Like, one of them is straight up him just like, he disappeared for a while, and he comes back and he just released a rap song that's has the lyrics, so yeah, look, I had to go. I was in a bad spot.